I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATL. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City with a little bit of feedback. But man, it's your boy Stan Long, aka Stack, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long. Let's give it up. Man, we got a great show. Thank you guys for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City, man. Welcome to the DMV, all of my DMV family. We love you guys. LA, Philly, Chicago, Atlanta, you already know, Charlotte, the whole building is y'all, all of you guys in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in to Spotlight, and let's rock. IG, Facebook, let's go.
Hey everybody, happy Thirsty Thursday. We have a lit show for you as per usual. Thank you for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. Share the show. Share the show.
You got a new look. You got a new look.
I do, y'all.
See wifey new look.
I took my faux locks out and I'm back to my natural. What y'all think?
Man, I like it. It's tight. It's right. Your hair has grown. I love it. It looks healthy and it looks sexy. So
well, thank you so much, honey. Let's go. Before we get into the show, I want to say happy birthday to my dear friend Nakia.
Yes,
I love you and I miss you, and I hope your birthday is just as amazing as you are.
Yes, happy birthday to her. And who else? Somebody else got
Micheline. Hey, girl. Happy birthday to Micheline. Yes.
You already know. I said, how can you leave her out? I knew it was somebody.
That's
happy birthday to you too, Micheline. Shout out to you and all love. All love.
Coming up on today's show, we have got Dr. Carmen Johnson. Yep. She is an activist. She's formerly NAACP official. She's going to come and talk about her situation to try to clear her name. So we're going to talk a little bit about that coming up soon. And then we have Lavii Inc. We've got 3 Black, amazing, smart engineers who have come up with something for this COVID pandemic.
A bomb program.
Yes, a bomb program for restaurants, smart food lockers. So we can talk about that.
Very needed program.
Super, super innovative. I cannot wait to learn more about that. And closing today's show is a Spotlight family member who's been on the show with us before, and he is back because he's got a new album out. OOZ. Is back.
With a live performance.
Yes, with a live performance. So give it up for our lineup tonight, baby. And are you ready for Name That
Man,
Song?
I'm ready. You ready for the hit show?
I am ready.
Hey, listen, man. I promise you, Spotlight Over the City gives it their best every single week. We make sure we work all during the week for this show. It's not just a one-day event. And we thank you guys for tuning in to us too. We appreciate it because without y'all, it's no us. So
it's
hey,
no
man.
us.
Hey, we love it.
All right, so we got Name That Song. For those of you who are just now catching onto our show, Name That Song. We're going to do a few lines, a few bars to a song. It could be a rap song, gospel song, R&B, anything. You never know. And we want you to guess the name of the song and the artist.
I got to be prepared.
The name of the song and the artist. Are you ready?
Wait.
Oh, my God, y'all. He always come with the extra shit.
So you got to name the song. You got to name the artist.
Damn sunglasses.
I am the voice. And so once again, this is the segment. I be prepared. So I'm gonna let you, since you go first, I'll let you hold the mic.
I'm
okay,
fine.
hey man, everybody need their.
That's some people need props and shit. I don't need all of that stuff.
So anyway, name the song, name the artist. IG, you ready? Name the song, name the artist. We're gonna see if she needs props.
I gotta get my voice. Okay, get my voice together. I gotta take it.
Okay, it's a lot going on. It'd be a lot.
All right, I had to take the gum out because Amber was giving me the evil eye. Okay, y'all ready? You ready, baby?
No, are you ready? Question.
Something that you told me stayed in my head all night long. You wanted me to love you when you said simply reach out and touch me. That's it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
You know my song?
Okay, I know that song.
Y'all know the song? The name of the song and the artist.
Actually, that's one of the most potent artists. That's a real original artist right there. That young lady right there is fire. So
you thought I wasn't ready?
If you can name the artist, hey, Facebook. I don't know what's going on here on IG, but
just say okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye.
There we go.
So on Facebook, IG, name the song, name the artist. Let's go.
Okay. Let me see what you got, baby.
Now, this artist right here, I'm gonna say this one right here. This is to all the homies on lockdown just coming home from prison. This is what you should sing to your girlfriend, freak, or whatever you might have coming home too.
Okay.
Wife,
well, hopefully the girlfriend and the wife is the freak. Hopefully they're the same person.
Whatever the situation is, right?
Okay, let's do it.
Hell of an artist too. You know I'm free, out on parole. Just got my papers, honey. I'm headed home. So what's going on, sugar? How is your life, baby? It feels good to be back. You're still fine. It's the day we met. It's the voice, man. Hey, IG, Facebook, what we got? Who's the artist? Name the artist, name the song. Let's go.
Name the artist and name the song. I can't see who's responding, baby, so you're going to
got so much, babe, I can offer you.
All right.
Name the song, name the artist. Shout out to everybody at Spotlight. All the homies coming home
I know
prison.
your song.
Salute.
And it was good. You did good.
Yeah, man.
Yes. All right. Moving on. We want to mention some black businesses right now. I want to mention Pink Pressure Wash. Unique Walker, she's the owner, CEO of Pink Pressure Wash. You know, in these times, you got to get creative and start thinking about ways that you can still service people if you're an entrepreneur. And she did that. I love Black Girl Magic. So she has Pink Pressure Wash, where they do COVID-19 cleanings in your cars, in your house, in your business, wherever you need it done. They do level 2 environmental sanitizing, and it is certified and all of that. You can reach them at 240-603-8847. Again, that's Pink Pressure Wash.
I like
240-603-8847. I love it, right?
That's cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to you.
Also, you all getting prepared for Thanksgiving and Christmas and desserts? Addie's Dream Cakes. Addie's Dream Cakes. Amazing cakes. I happen to know this woman personally.
Addie's, we need some cakes.
Yes, her name is Mrs. Gilchrist. And hey to you, but yes, Addie's Dream Cakes. Your orders must be placed by Monday, November 23rd for Thanksgiving pickup on Wednesday. All her cakes are $35 and $15 for a dozen of her yummy cookies. Black businesses, you all go and support.
Cookies? What you got?
All kinds of stuff. You want some?
I want some cookies. Yeah.
I got cookies for you.
I want it.
Okay. So shout out to you all. Spotlight News is sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services and Shea Butter Like Whoa.
Yep.
Umbrella Therapeutic Services, they provide reliable and trusted behavioral health services to the Washington, D.C. area, ages 5 through 100. You're eligible for their services. They provide community support, medication management, and therapy for individuals and groups. You can reach Umbrella by contacting them at 1-888-793-4357. Again, that number is 1-888-793-4357. And this weekend, Umbrella is going to be hosting a holiday love drive. We need new toys. There's a flyer we just put up, and on Saturday, November 21st at 3300 Pennsylvania Avenue. That's over there in Southeast, I believe. I'm almost sure. It's that stretch of Pennsylvania Avenue. So you all check out the flyer. It'll be on our page. You can also go to Umbrella Cares. They have a Instagram page as well. But I want you all to support. If you're in the DMV and you've got some new toys, go support out there on Saturday.
And shout out to my man Wes Jones over there, CEO.
Yeah,
the
CEO.
one who making things happen over there. Good guy.
Yes, our other sponsor is Shea Butter Like Whoa. They provide gentle, natural skincare products that are 100% non-toxic. I actually happen to be wearing some now. I actually stole some of yours this time, baby, because mine is all gone, so I used some of your mango.
Yeah, I be seeing how I be getting small and small, and I'm not using it. So
I just used it this one time, and I'm admitting it in front of everybody.
Though, 'cause I asked you that before, and you was like, nah, I got my own. But yeah. Anyway, shout out to Terry.
Yes.
Shea Butter Like Whoa. That's what's on my head. So a lot of times, like I said, men, do you think that your feet can be rough and crusty?
Oh.
And please don't think that. Put the shea
butter on. Put the shea butter on them, y'all.
Don't do that till after you come back from getting them scraped up.
It works, and you can get
get them done, and then put the shea butter.
And you can get a discount. So go to www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com, and after your order, put in SPOT20 Spot 20.
Yes.
And you get a 10% discount. So because you are part of the Spotlight family, so do that. Shea Butter Like Whoa. Yeah. Moving on to the news. What we got?
Man, plenty.
Lil Wayne.
Little or Lil?
Oh, that's right. You told me not to. You told me
Lil
to do
Wayne
it right.
or Little?
It's Lil. He taught me right. And my son. Stan and my son, they always be like, Mom, it's Lil. So it's Lil Wayne.
The white girl. Bring the white girl on.
Okay, so Lil Wayne was charged with a federal offense of gun possession that carries a possible 10-year prison sentence because he is an ex-felon.
God, Wayne.
Yeah.
So, man, y'all, come on, bros.
Yeah.
If you rich and famous, you can't be told. That's what you got security. How one of the bros that you grew up with, make him take the security classes and all that, put the strap on him, give him a job. Don't be strapped if you rich and famous. You already know they looking to trick you out the street.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You've been through this already.
Absolutely. Too bad. So
man,
I hope it doesn't go down like that.
Yeah.
You all been following this story about the young man Quawan Charles? Right. Quawan Charles, 15-year-old Quawan Charles mysteriously died and ended up in a sugarcane field on November 3rd in Iberia Parish, Louisiana. His parents reported him missing on October 30th, but according to the police, it did not qualify for an Amber Alert because the footage shows Quawan voluntarily leaving his alleged abductors. However, the parents told the police that they had no clue who those people were, and Quawan left without their permission. And the autopsy report showed that Quawan's cause of death was from drowning, which is inconsistent with the location of his body. So the parents suspect that there's some foul play somewhere and someone is covering up what really happened to their 15-year-old black boy.
So let me get some clarity. You saying that someone came to his home and abducted him?
It says his parents reported him missing October 30th.
Okay.
The police said that didn't qualify for an Amber report because the footage shows that he left voluntarily with his alleged abductors. So apparently somebody came to the house, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, come with us."
Well, that's what I was trying to understand.
And they're saying he did.
Showed up.
Yeah. That's what happened.
And so the parents just let him go with someone that came to the house and.
Well, maybe they weren't home. He's 15. Right, and so he showed up missing and never returned, and then now he's dead.
That's not, So of course it's foul play.
Foul play.
15 years old?
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to follow that story and find out what happened to Quawan, right? Because it's another sad story. Another young black boy missing.
Yeah, that's a lot of holes in the story too, though.
Yeah, I know. So we'll follow that and continue to update you on that. Nipsey
prayers to him and his family.
Yes, baby.
Hopefully he'll show up good.
Nipsey's store, the TMC store that we saw when we went to visit, it was vandalized on Tuesday. It's unclear who the suspects are or if they were even able to get inside of the store. Remember that they had closed that store, so hopefully nothing happened inside of there. The windows were smashed and there was graffiti spray painted on the building and the parking lot. We do have a clip for that though.
Let's go to the clip. We'll be right back. Spotlight.
6-0 crib, cuz whoever did this shit, they will crib. Nigga, ever find out who did this, it's ugly for you, cuz. I swear to God, nigga, hurt somebody, cuz. You niggas some fucking haters, my nigga. You niggas know how to do this shit, nigga.
So yeah, that's terrible. So at the end of the day, you know I hate that type of stuff because we went and shout out to the whole set out there. Shout out to LA first of all. And so we went out and we went specifically to that situation and of course we were there. And when I say I hate to hear that situation, we met the homie Cowboy. Shout out Cowboy.
Yeah.
And that whole movement, man. Shout out to Jay Stone and all of them boys out there. That's a sad situation.
Very.
Where's the respect, man? Just give us a little bit of respect. Like, that's like peeing on somebody's grave.
I know, right?
That's how I look at it. And it's just disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
And so I don't like it at all. So let's keep it moving.
All right. Former Love and Hip Hop cast member Tara Wallace did an interview this week where she told women to take responsibility for the part they play when they decide to have kids with men who already have multiple kids. So basically, if you meet Future and you already know he got 13 damn kids.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
Wait.
Listen.
Well, wait.
She's saying you cannot put it all on the men. You know what you're dealing with when you get with someone who got 13 kids like Future. And she's saying if you she got 3 sons with Peter Gunz, and y'all already know how Peter gets down. Tara Wallace. She got 3 kids by
Tara
Peter.
got advice for somebody?
Yes, because she learned.
Tara don't have advice for somebody.
No, what she's saying is
Tara,
don't be like me.
You got so dick whipped, you couldn't even focus. You knew this Bama had baby mama drama, and you still went out there.
That's what she's saying.
And so come on, Tara.
3 kids later, she's telling the women she learned her lesson and don't do that. She knew what she was getting into, but she was dick whipped. You're right, she was dumb.
Yeah.
So
she was suffering from DD.
Yeah.
And so now at the end of the day, you can't double back and start trying to accuse. See, so you got to really understand, you live and you learn, but other people may not have lived or learned. So, but to get that advice and after you done went through this
that's when you have to give it to it.
Though,
that's when you do it. It's like, look what I did.
Old as hell when you was going through it. Like, you weren't like you was 22. You was like 50.
Listen.
And having babies with
If you meet him and you already know he got like 6 kids.
She cute though. What's her name again?
She's Tara.
She's Tara. Well, that's cool. Good information, Tara. Yeah, if you got a man and he already got 16 baby mothers, you should already know. But this is what happens. Because the D be good, that's how he got 16 baby mothers, and you get caught up and want to be the 17th and all this type of foolishness. That's how I go, man. He hit him with the hook. What can you say?
I know that's right. I've been hit with the hook. I married him.
I heard about it.
I know.
Word on the street. Let's go.
Hey, that's
Spotlight.
me.
Keep it moving.
Spotlight Sports. James Harden turns down a $50 million per year contract with the Houston Rockets, and he's looking to be traded to the Brooklyn Nets. It is being reported that he wants to leave Houston because the owner, Tillman Fertitta, openly supports Trump. So Russell Westbrook has also requested a trade. I mean...
So it's probably not just that he supports Trump. He has a goofy-ass mentality. So it's not just the Trump support. That's just put it over the top. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you support Trump or whatever the situation, it's a mentality that goes with it. It's just not you support Trump. So you support other stuff that Trump supports.
Potentially,
other situations involved. So it's a big racist situation over there is what it is. And it's probably been there for a while.
Well, the whole thing, I think the sports and all that stuff.
So
all
when
that
we
shit
gonna
is about
realize
to
we don't really
anyway.
need none of that, and we already make up 80% of the league, and we can just slide off and do our own thing, get to the bag, and be in a bubble. We live in a bubble, and so just be in a bubble and get the hell on to the money and leave them. Why do we keep on begging people, our presidents, to be our friends? I don't know that. Let's go to a commercial break.
We don't have to. We can't. Yeah.
I thought we were sending. Our producer was waving her hands up and down. I ain't know if she was flying or quacking or what was going on. What's going on, Amber?
No, we got the question of the week.
Oh, okay, let's rock.
All right, you ready? Question
Y'all ready
of the
for
week.
the question of the week?
Yes.
So y'all can participate. Y'all don't have to be silent night.
Y'all can
be a part of
participate.
the audience
Welcome to
and
the
clap
show.
it up
Welcome
and
to
laugh,
Spotlight
this
over the
and that,
City.
and the whole nine.
Thank you
Welcome,
for being
we
a
got
part of
live
our
audience,
family
y'all.
tonight.
Welcome to the Spotlight over the City, y'all.
The question of the week, what we do is we ask our viewers and listeners to send us questions about their relationship issues or about asking Stan and I about our relationship issues, which we have been open about, and we'll tell you if you ask
They be in
us.
our business a lot. No?
Yeah, they do. And I'll tell you. Stan don't like to tell you, but I'll give you the business. I'll
You
give you
give
the
all
tea.
our business
I
away,
sure
too.
will.
You don't care nothing about it.
I'll tell you just
All right,
what's
well,
going
come on,
on.
let's go. I protect the brand. I protect the brand.
Listen, is it okay to date someone that is that your bestie used to date? I'm a single lady in my 30s. My bestie is married, but they're having marital issues, and so they are somewhat separated. He does him, she does her, but they claim they still married. At this year's Halloween party, oh, this is recent, she brought a man with her, not her husband though. She introduced him as her friend. Well, her friend kept befriending me, and we had energy together and a connection. So fast forward, he and I are now dating. And she's pissed at me. I don't understand why she's mad. She got a whole entire husband, and she never told me that this friend of hers was her new man. He explained that they were just friends, and he was just hanging out with her at a Halloween party. So why does she get to block any man that becomes her friend?
And she's married?
Yeah, the friend is married. This girl who wrote this is the single friend.
Right,
Her
I'm just saying.
Yeah, her friend is married.
The girl that's hating on the situation
Yeah, is married. Like,
Okay.
you can't talk to him. I brought him with me to the Halloween party, and she's
Okay.
married.
Yeah. He don't bust her down.
So,
Yeah. So anyway, give
okay,
your
here's what I
perspective,
say.
and then I'm gonna tell you what's really going on.
There is girl.
You go ahead and give your little lightweight.
To me, there is code. It's girl and guy code. To
All right,
me,
give me the code. What's going on?
If I'm dating, nobody is allowed to date Stan when we break up. If you my friend, you can't just go start humping on Stan.
Whoa.
Let me talk first.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I had an objection. Go ahead.
No. So if we break up, one of my friends, you're not allowed to go and date him. But here's what I do say about that. I have a 10-year statute of limitations.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Is it a window?
If it's been 10 years, trust and believe. First of all, for me, once I'm over somebody, once I'm gone, I'm gone. Just give it a little bit of time, and you can have any of my exes. My friends know right now. Go for it. I want everybody to find love and be happy.
But
I can tell you some stuff about it if you need it.
We got a minute, though, babe. But let me back up.
Okay, your turn. Go.
But let's address the question because
I did. I'm just saying it's a 10-year hiatus.
Yeah, but what she's saying is it's not like a past situation. She's in the situation.
I was going to get to that.
Right?
So in this current situation, I agree with this 30-year-old. My married friend.
No, who's the 30-year-old?
The single girl who wrote the letter.
Okay.
In. And you can't just block everybody that you claim is your friend. You need to go home with your husband. He came over here and started talking to me. I'm single. He's single. We have a connection. You didn't tell me that he was off limits.
Yeah. So the 30-year-old, you're proper. Your girlfriend's a hooker. So that's, at the end of the day, that's what the whole problem is. Your girlfriend wants to be an undercover hooker. Like, she don't want other people to know she's hookering.
Oh.
So the problem with that is...
What's the word again? Hookering?
Hookering. Yeah, I don't know if that's a word. But what it is, you thought. So at the end of the day, the married girlfriend, you a thought. And so what happened is you don't want let me give it the truth. You don't want other people to know you a thought. So you mad undercover, you big mad at your girlfriend because she don't have to be thought and she's single. So you want the dude, and you probably done, did some things with the dude, and then he done busted down, and now you in your feelings, but you're married. So that's thought behavior. See that right there? So if you're gonna be married and you want to slip off, be a gangster. Don't get whipped. You understand, dummy? So you got whipped, and now you're mad with the girlfriend. Get out your feelings and let your girlfriend play. She's single.
Okay.
Don't be goofy.
Okay. Well, we want to know what you all think. So please comment. If you're on Facebook, please comment. Instagram, please tell us what you think.
If you can't handle side behavior, don't do side behavior. Stay at your house and get it in with your wife, and y'all be wild together. Don't try to add no sidebars. You can't even handle the situation.
But what if you can? Like, what you can?
What happened? Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah, we got to get to that.
All
But
right, well, anyway, stop that.
We can
Relax.
resume. I'm not saying that the married friend is a thought, though. Those are
She's a
Stan's
thought.
thoughts. I don't agree.
If you married, you don't have no business. Why would you be in your feelings about somebody liking somebody in your clique? If you married to me and you in your feelings about another Bama, that's your new boyfriend. I'm sick of this shit. I ain't got time. I don't do that. Don't play with me. Like,
okay.
That's goofy.
You're a shining star.
Yeah, shining star. I done lost my mind. You see how you get me off?
I see.
Anyway, damn it.
You're
Where my stuff?
Y'all see how he go off the
Is this live? We live? Wait.
Yes, we
Let me
live.
think.
We doing a
Wait
show.
a minute. I know we doing the show. Spotlight Spotlight Shining Star. Spotlight Shining Star is when people do wonderful things in the community that don't be thotting. And they do wonderful stuff, I said, not horse
Baby,
stuff.
your wife is not thotting, so you can relax.
Baby, this is another segment. We talking about Spotlight Shining Star, and this is when people do great stuff and don't be thots and whores in the community, but they help the community. Help. Not whore, help. So at the end of the day, this is now let's get serious, because this is okay. This the big homie.
All right.
I interviewed this dude. This is one of the interviews that I thought was one of the most pleasurable interviews, because this is the most G dude that I ever met. And I felt like I had met him prior to. So this today's Spotlight Shining Star is none other than the big homie Jay Prince.
Hey.
Jay Prince was somebody I was honored to interview. I learned a lot just in the interview, but I've been watching him from a distance. So you say, why does he become a Spotlight Shining Star? Jay Prince is not just a music mogul. Jay Prince has showed men from city to city how to become not just music moguls, stand-up guys, stand up for the community. Just be really 10 toes down for your family, your community, and abroad. So this is what I learned from a distance. So when I met him, I first shook his hand and said, I appreciate you, big homie, because you're the big homie of all big homies. And so to say, if you haven't read this book, you may want to get the book, get a copy of this book right here. And if you lazy like me and don't want to read the whole book, just go on Audible on YouTube and cheat like I did. And just listen to it. You'll learn a lot of nuggets. I grew up in the street, and so I was kind of fortunate in a way because I was raised by an uncle just like this guy. And so the principles that was instilled in me was the same principles that Jay Prince instilled. So if you can look at this guy from afar, you'll see that he raised people like, not raised technically, but taught the game of manhood and Mongol business, music business, and a whole lot of other business, because he's way past music. Look him up.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is Master P, Tony Draper, all these big boys out here that people may not even know as big boys. He taught them the game, right? From the South Side, taught them the game, how to go in that business and not get pimped and treated like a sucker and all that, and get the good deals and own your masters and all of that. Own your masters too, by the way, and all of that kind of stuff. So shout out to you, Jay Prince, for being the big homie of all Penny. You Spotlight Shining Star, man. And you already know how we rocking, so that's what's up.
You a shining star.
That was a little different, because that's the big homie.
That's right. Go. All right. Well, thank you for that. Shout out to you, Jay Prince, and
every time.
We're gonna have him on this set one day soon.
Yep, he said he would come. Yep. I went and met him at the bowling alley.
I remember.
What I'm saying? Lucky Stripes. I went down there, and the big homie had nothing but love. So shout out to him, man, and a humble guy, and a lot of people don't know it, but he loved God.
Yep.
And that's what turned me on. So let's go.
All right. Well, coming up after this next commercial break, we will have our first guest, Dr. Carmen Johnson, will join us.
A wonderful guest.
Yes.
We'll be right back with our first guest, Spotlight Over the City.
The trial begins for a housing advocate charged with conspiracy to commit mortgage and wire fraud. The 21-count federal indictment alleges that from March 2007 to November 2008, Dr. Carmen Johnson and 5 co-conspirators sought mortgages for properties at values in excess of their actual market values. Johnson tells our Rochelle Metzger that she is innocent of the charges. We go to the U.S. District Courthouse in Greenbelt for the story.
As a businesswoman, philanthropist, and housing official for the NAACP, Dr. Carmen Johnson has been an outspoken advocate for fair housing practices. Well, now she's on trial, accused of being part of a scheme to secure fraudulent mortgage loans that resulted in more than $1 million in losses for federally insured financial institutions, including Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
I believe I will be vindicated from that.
Carmen Johnson maintains her innocence, despite the 21-count indictment that alleges Johnson and 5 co-defendants used stolen identities and false credit histories created through companies owned by Johnson to convince lenders, including the Federal Housing Administration, to provide more than $3.5 million in home mortgage loans.
I was a victim of real estate agents and other professionals that did things that they had no business doing, and I was caught in the middle. And now I'm a victim of legal abuse. So it's like I am double victimized.
Johnson has been free since her initial appearance in federal court in June 2013 and has continued representing the state and Prince George's County NAACP chapters, speaking publicly on housing matters, even giving media interviews, stopping by our own CTV studio last year to talk about foreclosures.
to have my whole life ripped from me and all my hard work just ripped away from me. It's horrible.
Now, jury selection wrapped up this afternoon, followed by opening statements. The trial is expected to last at least through Friday, but could go into the beginning of next week. From the federal courthouse in Greenbelt, I'm Rochelle Metzger, CTV News.
Johnson faces about 30 years in prison and a fine of $1 million if convicted.
Mula, mula. Mula, mula. I told my niggas this is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. Mula, mula, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooters. Mula, mula, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula. This is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. I mean big money business, big money business, talking big money vision, big money living. Mula mula, cha-ching, guap guap, gula, gang gang, what it do now? Shout out to my shooter, this is
it. Mula mula, 2020, we gonna be real. This is it.
What's up, y'all? It's Sellers. I'm out here for OOZ. This is it. Video shoot. You already know what it is. GGG.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. And guess what, y'all? We got us a +1 in the building, man.
Hey.
So before I introduce, actually, wife, you want to introduce?
I sure do.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
We have a very, I would say, a tough, strong Black woman on the line now via Zoom, bringing to you now Dr. Carmen Johnson. Please welcome her to our show.
Yeah, let's clap it up. Let's give it up. Yeah. Welcome aboard.
Glad to be here.
Hi, Dr. Johnson. How are you?
I'm making it.
You're making it, and that's what's important.
Of course.
Yeah, things are getting better.
Things are getting better. That's what I want to hear.
That's what it's
right.
About. Yeah,
Thank you for being a part of our show, being a part of our Spotlight family, and for telling your story. We appreciate that. Dr. Carmen?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so let's just get right to it.
Yes.
Why is your story so important to be told? Let's talk about that.
My story is important to be told because I spent time at a prison camp for crimes that I did not commit. And I went all the way to the Supreme Court fighting. I'm back in the appellate's court still fighting for vindication and exoneration. And it's very important to me to tell my story because more people of color need to understand that they should not take pleas for crimes that they did not commit. And I refuse to take a plea for something I did not do. So that's why it's very important for me to share my story, because there's a reason why the feds have a 98% conviction rate, and all of those are for people taking pleas.
Wow.
Yeah, that's very true. And so,
can you real quickly, for we have some people on our Facebook line who don't have all of your backstory. So can you quickly catch them up to date to where we are now?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah,
I am the former housing chair for the state conference of Maryland NAACP, and I was trying to get a moratorium to freeze the foreclosures that were going on some years ago in the state of Maryland in the Black communities. And I was very powerful men in Maryland was trying to force me to recant my story that I was telling, or the narrative that I was telling in reference to these illegal foreclosures that was happening. And I refused to go back on the news to say that no foreclosures were happening in our Black communities. I just couldn't do that.
Well, kudos to you, first of all, for not being a coward in your strength. And being a stand-up person, it takes a lot of strength, especially in these times. So I appreciate you, first of all, for being who you are. So I can kind of see already why they wanted you in prison.
Yeah. Tell us how you think this mass incarceration started, and who has it affected?
It affects Black, brown, and tan communities. That's this mass incarceration effect. It's several different bills that was created. The 1970s Crime Control Act bill, the 1986 Anti-Drug Abuse Act bill, the 1991 Violence Crime Act bill, and Safe Streets and Neighborhoods bill. And the most important one is the 1994 Violence, Crime Control, and Law Enforcement Act bill. That particular bill created the wave of mass incarceration. Not to mention that bill alone, or that act alone, was 360 something pages long. And it created a wave of involuntary servitude to our Black men. And now moving forward, women of color, more and more professional women of color are going to prison as well.
Wow.
So something needs to be done about all of those bills, not just put a Band-Aid on it and create the Second Chance Act or the First Step Act. Something needs to be done about all of those bills, and that's what I am set out to do.
Wow,
Cool.
wow. What is the most important thing that people face when they come home from prisons and jails?
The most important thing that people face that they don't want to talk about is mental health. The fact that I was only at that prison camp, I was at a camp. So I was there 3.5 years, and I was mentally affected tremendously. So when I think about Black, brown, and tan people that spend 10, 15, 20, 30 years in prisons, jails, and cages, my heart go out to them because I was mentally affected. So no one wants to talk about the mental health aspect. Not to mention, no one wants to do anything. The feds don't want to treat us. No one wants to give us the mental health that we need. When you think about the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, when they go to war and when they come home, they have to go through something called debriefing. Well, I know I needed to be debriefed. Thank God I had my family and I didn't have to, jump out there and get a job or anything. But I mean, I was messed up completely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I read a lot about your story, Dr. Johnson, and I just couldn't wait to get you on the show to just kind of like feel it more in person. And now I'm just, I'm having all these wow moments. So why do you think the feds have a 98% conviction rate? Why do you think that?
Because people are afraid. People are afraid and they take a plea. And then the 2% that don't take a plea, they go to trial. And then 0.5%, usually white men, win at trial. But the other 1.5%, like me and others, we get technically legally busted in the head and dragged off to prison. And the jury, I had a jury of my peers. And when my case went all the way to the Supreme Court, the only thing that the Supreme Court could say to me was, a jury of your peers found you guilty.
Right.
Wow.
So
that was worse than taking a plea, and I didn't know that. It blew my mind to hear that. It hurt me to my core because they didn't even look at the facts or the merits of the case. They just went with, hey, your jury of your peers found you guilty.
Wow.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Dr. Carmen, that's the type of situation that we face today in America, and it's been like that for years and years and years. For instance, the feds will come and freeze your bank accounts, come in your home, survey your home, kick in your doors, take your cash after freezing your accounts, seize your property to make sure you have nothing to fight with. And that's how part of the reason they have a 98% rate. And then they're able to cheat and use people that you couldn't use as evidence in court, like snitches and killers and drug dealers. They'll use them as evidence against you in court, but then you can't use them if you wanted to testify on your behalf with them. They'll say, no, they're not justified or credible, what they call credible witnesses. So all of these things are stacked against us in these court systems. So the main thing we have to do is stay unified and learn the ways to get around being even put in these situations. So you're showing a lot of strength, and I appreciate you for what you're doing and how you come on and show courage telling your story.
Absolutely.
And hopefully you get vindicated in it all. So what's your hopes for it all at the end of the day? What are you looking for to happen out of your situation? What will make you feel whole?
Well, real quickly, I just want to just piggyback off of what you just said. They seized all my assets. I had a for-profit business and a non-profit business, and they seized all my assets. So it's not just poor people of color that are going to jail. And that's what they make people think, that it's just poor black, brown, and tan people. But what will make me hold, I'm still in the fighting mode in the court system. I don't have faith in the court system. So I've put together a petition asking the president of the United States, whoever the president is, I'm asking for them to investigate my case to its fullest. Under Article 72, they only can give me a pardon. He can't exonerate me or vindicate me, but he can remove me from, the probation I'm under, the restitution that I'm paying, and get my money back that they took.
Wow. Wow.
So pretty much like I said, now I didn't know that was your background when I said that they would freeze your assets and stuff like that. I just know how they fight. And so this is like they use that same tactic on you. They froze your assets and this and that. And so then you couldn't use them to level up. So if you have $200,000-$300,000 in a bank account and they freeze your account, now you can't fight. You don't have a strong hand. And so this is how they're normally able to win. You can't hire a powerful attorney because you're broke down. They have your assets. You can't put your property up because they took it. So these are the things they do to get the rates up.
Yeah, and that's so unfortunate. Before we wrap things up, I want you to tell everyone, why is the Khalif Browder story so important to you? And for those of you all who don't remember him, very sad story, a kid out of New York, the backpack kid. Why is that story so important to you?
And I'm not going to cry, but when I came home in 2018, I had suicidal thoughts, like 24 hours a day. I was thinking of suicide because I couldn't function. I couldn't handle coming home being under the label of a felon. The fact that I went to a prison camp, the embarrassment of it, everyone looking at me as a felon, me not being able to speak. And when in 2019, his documentary came out, and I'd never even heard of him. And he was forced to take a plea, but he wouldn't take the plea. They kept trying to get him to take a plea. So he sat in Rikers Island for 3 years, and he kept saying, I can't say I did something when I didn't do it. Well, that was my story. Yeah. Those were my words. I couldn't say I did something when I didn't do it. However, unfortunately, I didn't know that the documentary was going to end the way it ended. He ended hanging himself. And I just broke down and cried, thinking of my family would have to drive up here from South Carolina to find me dead in here. And he saved my life. At that point, he was 22. He saved my life, and I can't even thank him for saving my life. Wow. And the fact that I understood when he said, I can't take a plea for something I didn't do. Even when they said, you can go home right now, I understood that. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, man, passionate testimony. And so I think the way that you can give back to this young man, because he's not here to receive the gift, is to go forward and push and persevere in your situation and keep fighting and let other people's ride off that back. Yep. So we have to wrap it up, unfortunately, Doc. But if you could give your information and where they could follow the story and yourself, that would be great.
Yes, carmenstory.org, and you can read everything, the physical abuse that I went through, the lawsuit that I filed on the prison camp. I have a petition on there for people to sign. Please sign my petition, and I really appreciate you guys having me on today. Thank you.
Well, again, thank you for your courage and telling your story, and you guys get behind the story, follow up, and see what you can do to help in pursuit of that. And I would say stick to it. When you know you're innocent, you have to fight to the end. You have to see it all the way through. And this young man can see from where he is that you are pushing forward, and other people will unite and get behind that same movement. Because there's a lot of people in your situation. It's not just you. Trust me.
I appreciate you so much for being, being a leader like that, Carmen. And kudos to you, and anything that we can do to help your journey along the way, please let us know.
Yes, keep us notified.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And up next, coming up after this next commercial break, we have got some dynamic, I like to call them like smart people, because they are doing some things so innovative. Cannot wait to tell you about.
And it's a big deal too.
Yeah.
When I say it's innovative, it's not just innovative, it's so timely and innovative, right? So we'll be right back.
I can't wait. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Spotlight of the City.
You always have your ear in the street, so give me what's going on in the street.
I keep my pulse to the street. Is a new crew called the Brick City Squad. Nobody's messing with them in the entire state.
If you're not from Newark, then you wouldn't understand how this music thing works. We're not rappers. Nah. We make club music for the streets.
Right round, like a record, baby, right round.
Since my pops was young, club music always been popping in the Brick City.
It's like create, man, create. You got all the tools, man. You lit.
You gonna make that nigga pay. I'm tired of him thinking he the shit, man. I don't care who his brother is.
Right round.
It all started in Baltimore. We just took it and adapted it into our own thing. You see, to make it big, you need a solid team. That's exactly what me and my brother did. Just that. We built our team.
That haven't already been done. What could you take from me I ain't already lost?
Pop locking down, cuz.
Got a proposition for you, man. The battle.
Okay, against who?
Boy,
In this battle, you got Brick City Squad, you got Freeze Crew. Man, I heard it's 20K on the line. See, I already know what's going down.
Y'all got respect. That's me, man. I'm the only one that's out there working on the streets. I'm the big black message.
Nobody asked you to play bodyguard, Sin.
I run this shit. My block.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what an OG told me when I was running crazy out on these streets. Each one of us got a destiny, all right? Each one of us got a purpose.
Just chilling. Came down here to make myself a couple sandwiches, and I noticed you had this shea butter on the counter, like, whoa. So I thought I could borrow a couple of them, man, because my little honey, she been ashy lately.
What she using on the stand right now, bro?
And that's a little personal. But since you asked, I've been using that hotel lotion. And you know, like, after I put it on, after like 5 minutes, it's like she right back ass again.
Yeah, bro, man, that hotel lotion is no good. She needs shea butter like whoa. That'll keep her moisturized all day long.
Shea butter like whoa. All right, can I borrow some?
Yeah, bro, man, I think she'll really love it. So this one's.
Appreciate that.
And bro, man, don't put her on your sandwich.
Nah, but I'm sure gonna butter her bun.
If you are a black person and live in the black community all your life and walk out on the street every day seeing white policemen surrounding you, I was living in Los Angeles, for instance, long before the situation in LA ever occurred. I was constantly stopped. No, the police didn't know who I was.
Lost lives, the reason my heart cries. We strong during pain, but still fighting apartheid. I hope it all changes while letting the song ride. We all God's children, but never beyond time. God change, and that's what I can't see. A victim of the stress, now that's what I can't be. My people really need me, and that's why I can't leave. But how am I the voice here if I can't breathe? Yo, another black boy gone. A story being told, they don't care how we feel. As long as we control George Floyd, Freddie Gray, Breonna Taylor, still they lock us in the cell. Why that's something they celebrate. It's 2020, hard to see the vision. Us graduates had ambitions building on black tradition. The virus had us dismissed, we back in the same position. Can't walk the stage, man, it's feeling like I'm still in tuition. They feel my pain. Minnesota had many soldiers, tired of where it's going. Marching when it was madness, even during Corona, though we had the Panthers. Life got us throwing a tantrum. No star-spangled banner, lift every voice was our answer. Slave ships, no space altogether, even the kings. Let's take the power back and show rage against the machine. The country shutting down, couldn't handle COVID-19. But oppression came with pressures, the reason we couldn't breathe. Lost lives, the reason my heart cries. We strong during pain, but still fighting apartheid. I hope it all changes while letting the song ride. We all God's children, but never beyond time. God change, and that's what I.
Welcome back to Spotlight, and we got us a +3. Actually, is it a 3 or a whole one unit?
Welcome back.
We're gonna say this: we got us a +3 in the building, but guess what? They have something super innovative. These guys are thinkers, fast forward thinkers, actually, and I'm gonna let Wifey introduce without further ado.
Did you want to do some your Facebook shout outs?
Oh yes, let me put my glasses on for that. You know I'm getting old. All right, shout out to everybody on Facebook: Sean Jackson, Sherry, what's up, Cuzzo? Natalia, I see you. Dr. Ron Ford, yep. Damon Hatton, you already know, bro. And everybody else on Facebook, we can't run it down, but we appreciate you guys for rocking with Spotlight over the city every week. You already know.
We do.
But we got to get to our guests.
Yes, we do. We got to get to our guests. Y'all want to know who we got in the building?
Who we got?
Drum roll.
Uh-oh. I ain't got
Lavii.
In the building.
Is in the building.
Let's give it up. Let's clap it up.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to have you guys in the building. This is what we need. This is what the world is all about. The young thinkers.
Yes.
Because the old people, I don't know what's going on with y'all. So we got to go to the young people, right?
You in the old people section?
Some money dropping?
You in the old people section? Listen.
Who in the old section?
Lavii.
So we got these young people in there, and these guys have come up with something really innovative. So I want to let them talk about it a little bit. So
we are. You all want to introduce yourselves, please?
Sure. So I'm Rhea Huntley, the founder and CEO.
I'm James Bagley, the COO.
And I'm Marcus Gunn, the CTO.
Well, wait a minute now.
What's CTO?
Chief Technology Officer.
I know that's
so
right.
That's when you know you're innovative, when you have a CTO.
A C to the T to the O.
So let's talk about that company a little bit. What you guys explain to the audience exactly what you do.
So what we do is we created a smart locker that optimizes the online order pickup process for restaurants. And this could be for any industry as well, but we're starting with the restaurant industry starting. So we optimize that pickup, create a safer, seamless process for the customers and the restaurants when dealing with to-go orders. And as we know, during this time with the pandemic and everyone pretty much leery about going out, we create that safe environment for people.
Okay, so with that being said, I heard you guys mention lockers.
Correct.
Can you explain that a little bit? What is a locker?
So it's not your traditional locker. Like most people think about lockers, you think about your standard traditional school locker. You just open it, close it, put a pin in, or maybe the spin knob. We've taken that concept and taken it to the next level, where we built in the technology to that locker. So this is normally just like, this is not like your normal locker. This is like almost the Internet of Things when it comes to lockers. It's remotely controlled. It can be opened by the scan of a QR code. So we take a simple product and we just add so much technology that it's almost like a smart machine in a sense.
OMG.
That is innovative.
That shit is
and
hot.
So let's now these are young people. Now look at our young people. These are Hebrews. These are young Hebrews. Look what they doing now.
Blacks in
so
engineering.
This is black
tech.
excellence now. Don't tell me we don't know it. This is why I tell y'all we don't need to beg nobody to be our friends. We already got the ideas. We had the innovation. We had the creativity and the know-how. So these people are living testimonies, you guys. So now let's talk about this name real quick before we get all the way.
Okay. Lavii.
Because on the break we talked about it. So let's.
Y'all need me to do a commercial.
No,
Lavii.
don't let her do a commercial.
Lavii.
Let's get the brand safe. So tell us a little bit about how you came up with this name, because it's definitely different.
So when I came up with the name, I actually thought about two other names to begin with. So the first name was Scan It. The next one was Express Grab and Go. I just didn't feel like those fitted what we were looking for to go with our vision. So I started to do more researches, and there was another company that had a spin on the word locker. So I kind of took an idea from that, and I was going to go with lavish at first, and I was just like, nah, I want something a little different. So I looked up Lavii, and it was Lavii, and I was like, I like how Uber, Lyft, and all that throws a little spin on their names. Like, why not do that to ours? So I added an extra I, and come to find out, it actually does have a meaning behind it. It means like ambitious, courageous, different things like that that kind of resemble us as a whole. So the naming was almost like a perfect fit.
So let me tell you what's crazy, because I read a lot. When you pronounce things, they become so.
Correct.
Like, that's why you should name things what you want them to become.
Yep.
I'm gonna name our baby. Okay, go ahead.
So pray for me, y'all. That's what I was saying. Prayer is important. So every single time they say that company name, it pronounces what it is becoming, and that's what it stands for. That was genius. So let's get into it now. This is innovative. This is something new going on because of the pandemic and all the things that's going on. So how do you serve these communities best? Like, how does this fit into play all the way around with these different services? How do you guys serve the best?
I'm actually glad that you asked that, because we're more than just a locker company. Our goal as a company is to help the smaller businesses thrive the way that the bigger chains do, right? The difference between a chain and a smaller restaurant is normally resources and money, right? If you go to Chick-fil-A, they have probably over $1 million budget to put into marketing, to put into technology, to put into operations, whereas your normal local favorite, they're just struggling to try to keep their head above water and do what they can to continue to keep the establishment open. So what we're trying to do is provide them with the same resources that a Chick-fil-A or McDonald's has at an affordable price. Not only just the lockers, that's just the first introduction, our first offering, but with any other processes that we can help improve, whether it be curbside, allowing them to do curbside efficiently. We're just trying to make them, a better business and allow them to just thrive the same way that others do.
I love it.
You guys are the bomb, yeah.
How do you gain funding for a new invention? How does that work? How to gain funding?
Angel investors, what?
Yeah, so far we've been bootstrapping everything ourselves, right? So we've been coming out of pocket and kind of handling all the fees and costs and everything that comes along with starting up the business. However, we are, considering the fact that down the line, anybody can come along and want to invest in us. So we've positioned ourselves, from a funding standpoint to be prepared for something like that. So if an angel investor comes along, our company's already set up to work with them.
Wow, I love
That's
y'all. So
perfect.
daggone smart.
Yeah.
Love it.
So reach out because you guys are ready for it. And the one thing as the old time I would suggest is try not to use your funding. Right? The main thing that young black businesses do is, like myself, I was a self-employed young man at 17, 18, 19. I'm 52 years old. So the reason I'm saying this is because we always try to get our funding, and then if things go bad, it all goes bad for us, credit-wise, everything-wise, and we tank. And so the first 3 years are going to be tough. Get other people's money is what we OPM. Use other people's money, and you leverage that money. So then if it doesn't go well, which I know it will, because you guys are moving as one.
Yeah.
I see that everybody can speak as one in this company.
I love
and don't
that.
nobody have to look over. Don't nobody have to look back. You already know it's going to be right thing going to be said amongst the three of you guys. And so I can see that all the way from right here. So the reason I'm saying that is because try not to use it. Like always know you have to have a little bit of trust, but the main thing is to keep the leverage.
Right.
Never leverage more than 51% of your company.
Yeah.
Never. So even with a small percentage, if you gave 10, 15% of your company up, you can maybe get hundreds of thousands to leverage the business, and then you won't have to put your money. Just a suggestion. But you guys are really on the way. So what's the big clients that you guys wish for? Your wish list. What are you looking for? Who do you want to work with?
We trying to get to some of these chains, you know.
Just being honest,
right?
No.
Yeah, we would love to be in Chick-fil-A. We
Yeah.
would love to be in Panera.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of Fridays, like a lot of these chains, you know, that are doing big things. We hope to find ourselves there.
Yeah.
You know, down the line.
Yeah.
Okay,
put it out
so I'll
there
tell you
in
what we're
the
gonna do. I'm gonna touch and agree with y'all. We got 1 minute. I'm gonna touch and agree, and I want y'all to say what y'all doing and let people know where they can find you.
I have 2 questions though.
2 questions, but I gotta do
For real,
this. This is really
okay.
important. We're gonna touch and agree. From this day forward, we're not gonna say what we wish and hope. We're gonna decree and declare. If you guys listen to what I just said just now, you guys are gonna speed up the process tremendously. It's 3 of y'all. The number 3 means completion. All 3 of you need to say every single day to each other, we have got with Chick-fil-A, da-da-da-da-da. You have to see it to be it. You have to see it today.
Wow.
So as of today, always say what you are. See, the Bible says, call those things that are not as though they were. So you have to see it today, and then we'll see it tomorrow. On that note, let us know where they can find you.
Yeah, let us know. But before we go to that, we had some
I
questions.
forgot about the question. I went off.
Yeah, because because Rhea, you're unique, right? She has experience as
The
a triple
producer's cussing, Amber's
as a triple minority in the tech business, right? And how has that helped you or hindered you? That's a main question that we got in our inbox too. So I wanted to make sure we got that out.
Okay. I would say it's actually helped me. Through everything that I've gone through, I learned how to persevere through all of the failures that I might have had or adversities that I might have faced. So I feel like throughout my career, it has shaped me into the person that I am, that pushes me to keep going, that pushes me to innovate and pushes me to try new things that are outside of my comfort zone. So I think it just fuels me even more, and every day I just keep pushing.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of y'all. Let people know how they can support Lavii and
Lavii.
Wait.
Lavii.
She messed it up.
I messed it up again.
I told you, don't let her
I did
get hold
good
of your
the
brand.
whole
Let me talk about the brand.
Okay, you do it.
It's Lavii, okay? And her name is Rhea.
I did
without
that
the
right.
mouth.
I did that
Sir?
part right.
Okay, so let me just say this. Thank you guys again for being a part of the Spotlight of the City.
Thank you
We
for having
love,
me.
love what you guys have going on. So how can they follow you right this day?
So they can follow us on Instagram at Lavii_INC. And then also visit us at our website at lavii-inc.com. So it's lavii-inc.com.
Cool.
When y'all finally get the Chick-fil-A contract, come back on the show so we can
Let
talk
us know
about
how that thing worked, because
you're
I already know
Spotlight
it's
family
coming.
now. You're in the family. Thank you.
Yes, and so remember what I told you, because I promise you that what I said will work. It's not magic, it's not poof, witchcraft, or none of that foolishness. It's what God said. Call those things that are not as though they were. So never speak what you don't want to produce. And so you speak what you seek until you see what you say.
I hope I get pregnant tonight. I hope I get pregnant tonight. I hope I get pregnant tonight. Okay, we
get pregnant. We be talking. This is.
You said speak those things that are not as though they were. That's what I did.
She's
She's trying to have a baby. Okay, so we got to wrap it up, y'all. You see what I deal with? Heavy prayer. Whew. So yes,
we have to go to a commercial
Yes,
break.
we do.
We
So
love
thank
you
you guys.
all. Thank you so
thank you,
much.
thank you. Give it up one more time.
Y'all give it up. Woo! Coming up, we got OOZ.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap
back
up with
in the
live
building,
performance.
y'all.
He's in the building, so we stay tuned for Spotlight Over the City. I might do something too. I got some bars. So I
Wait,
might
no.
Drop the background, do something special.
It's a no.
I'm gonna see if he got some go. If he got some go, I'm gonna go in the background. How about that? Spotlight Over the City. We'll be right back.
Mula, mula. Mula, mula. I told my niggas this is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooters. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula. This is it, this is it. Now it's time to get rich. I mean big money business, big money business, talking big money vision, big money living. Moolah, moolah, cha-ching, guap, guap, gula, gang, gang. What it do now? Shout out to my shooter. This is
it. Moolah, moolah. 2020, we gonna be rich. This is it.
What's up, y'all? It's Sellers. I'm out here for OOZ. This is it. Video shoot. You already know what it is. GGG.
Due to COVID, a lot of restaurants have been forced to adapt to the new normal, which means less dine-in and more to-go orders. The problem is the new processes aren't always safe.
Oh, that's not even mine.
Secure, or quick for customers. For example,
I'm at the restaurant picking up the food now. Should be quick. Yeah, this is not going to be as fast as I thought. Goodness, I just want to grab and go.
And that's where Lavii comes in, a smart tech company that's here to help. We provide a simple, secure, and seamless pickup process that allows customers and third-party services to exit a restaurant within 30 seconds. How? You know what? I'll just let a customer show you.
Rhea, what are you doing in there?
I'm showing a clip of my mom using the lockers.
You're showing your mom?
She's still a customer, and they want to see how the lockers work.
Valid. Okay, continue.
How was it?
Easy, very easy. Inconvenient. You don't have to download no app. You just click on the link, your barcode come up, put it in front of the scanner, and you get your food. You're good to go. Contactless. They ain't got to touch nobody, talk to nobody, do nothing. Just get my food and roll.
Pretty simple, right? Just scan, grab, and go. Welcome to the new way of online order pickup. No more long lines, customer confusion, or concerns about order safety.
I'm excited because we have this down to a 30.27 second process now.
Point what?
27.
No, we need to expedite.
Dude, the process is already fast.
Let me introduce you to the team. I'm Rhea, the founder and CEO.
I'm James, the COO.
And I'm Marcus, the CTO.
And together,
we created Lavii.
Our team of experienced hardware, software, and network engineers with a combined 40 years of experience allows us to create a simple yet efficient product to offer to our customers. We have successfully processed over 3,000 orders from several different restaurants, and our feedback from the customers and the restaurants has been great.
This grant will help us expand our business by growing our team and purchasing more inventory. This will help us provide more restaurants and customers like you with a better, seamless pickup process during and post-COVID.
Thank you for watching, and we would like to welcome you to the Simple Experience.
Underneath the hanging tree, he looks just like me. So tell me, am I really free? Could have been my mother crying for my brother, and everybody's praying for peace. But who's gonna protect us from the police? Keep these chains off me, 'cause I don't wanna be another seed underneath the hanging tree. Pray for me, Lord, don't let me be another seed underneath the hanging tree. On our bodies, the color of purple fruit. spent on designers that don't give a damn about you. Just sometimes, am I just living to die? Cause the way they do my kind, I just wanna cry. Shades on me. I don't wanna be another seed underneath the hanging tree. Pray for me. God, don't let me be another seed underneath the hanging tree.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and man, last but not least, we wrapping it up with the one and only OOZ in the building. We got a live performance too, you guys.
Yeah, and then we're going to sit down and chop it up with him.
Yep, so he's going to come on set and tell us a little bit. We're going to play catch up, because actually he's been on before with us here, so he's not a new guest, but without further ado, we're going to turn it over to OOZ in the building. Let's give it up one time.
Woo!
Yo, shout out Spotlight over the city, man. We back, automatic out now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all cop that. Double O, let's go.
Stay on the move like I'm James Bond. Yeah. Flow smooth like I'm James Bond. Flow, you know I cruise like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. Stay on the move like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. Hey, you know I cruise like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. Hop out and out, Porsche to Aston, both of them foreign. Eva and Jill, both of them calling. Skate in the morning like I'm James Bond. Then I back there to ballin'. On my quantum of solace, yeah. No fear, yeah. For your eyes only, Mr. Golden, that's a 95. Like I'm James Bond. You know tomorrow never die. Oh yeah. 2020, what a time to stay alive, James Bond. I let you play the hero. Me, I got the lead role. Royal sense casino. Never say never again until the sky fall. Double O, let them know it's my fault. OOZ did it. Stay on the move like I'm James Bond. Yeah. Flow smooth like I'm James Bond. Flow, you know I cruise like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. I'm on the move like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. Flow, you know I cruise like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. Hey, hop out of new toys, that's what I got the coupe for. You not catching me, baby, yeah, I am too sure. Skirt, watch you smoke like Newports. Internationally known, London to New York. So when I hop off planes, they asking for the name. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. With time, I'm getting better. My legacy live forever. Just tell them it's now or never. One of the greatest ever. Double O to the last letter. I'm in my own lane, hop on my own game, and my word is bond. Like the boy James, OOZ did it. Stay on the move like I'm James Bond. Yeah. Flow smooth like I'm James Bond. Flow, you know I cruise like I'm James Bond. Double O, I'm the new James Bond. I'm on the move like I'm James Bond.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up one time.
Automatic out now. Make sure y'all get that. You know what I'm saying? We it.
Yes.
Come on over here, man. Chop it up with us a bit.
Man, now I remember why he's so lit. He was doing this last year on the show.
So what you performed last year? I remember there was
Moolah.
That
video's on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moolah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Guap.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
So what you been up to, man, doing this COVID, man? You been quarantining and kind. What's been going on?
I ain't never stayed home this much in my life.
Really?
Sometimes that's a good thing.
But it was a good thing. Like, that's what I was telling people. Like, the EP that I just dropped, from the feedback to everything, it's like been one of my best bodies of work. But it wouldn't have happened without COVID.
Wow.
A lot of people were saying they're producing a lot of things and creating a lot of content during this
COVID.
time, right? A lot
of people are.
Including us, right? Movie coming out, documentary coming out.
All
this stuff going on. This is a lot
Movie, what's going on?
That's right. You gotta put OOZ on the soundtrack. That's right.
So I didn't think about that. We're
I'm
going to
trying
talk
to
about
act
that. But I'm just saying, that's the blessings that God, if you still enough, God can bless you in this time. So tell me how you've been working around it, because it's hard to perform. Of course, we know. How do you reach the audience?
For me, it was like, what happened was, when it happened early on, I just made a decision. It was like, sink or swim time, you know what I'm saying? Because, last year I was telling you this, like, I invested in myself a lot. So when the COVID started, I just took my shoe room and took all the shoes out real quick, turned it into a studio.
Wow. Your shoe room.
Yeah, my shoe room.
The shoe room.
The sneaker room, you know what I'm saying? Then my homie Rick Roman came through, we cooked up, my boy Colton. So it's like, for the first time ever, I made music from scratch with no limitations. And because of that, it just opened up more doors. So I got on a laptop more, did more research, studied more, like figured out how to be better independent. Like,
wow.
I was already independent, but it's just getting better. So I took the time, did my homework, and now it's just more so getting, like, tapping more into that digital, into like what they do, and just that aspect, you know what I'm saying? So this has been a learning process. That's been the best part of it.
But you have the energy for it. You have the energy for it. You had the. So I see your drive.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, that's why I asked what you had been up to during this time, because a lot of people sitting still. They're not capitalizing. So I see that you're capitalizing during this time. So what you got new coming up?
So basically, man, I just dropped the Automatic EP. We got it out on all platforms. I got 3 EPs lined up, actually, because after this, like, remember last time I was here, I was supposed to tap into the Afro, and I got that rocket with DeVito, but because of the COVID, we had to, switch up the plan. So right now, just look out for some of the illest visuals you're going to see to some of the dopest music you're going to see. So I'm about to cook up these visuals for a movie, Mona Lisa, and the song you heard too, James Bond. So
wow.
That's what's up.
So has COVID, I know some of you all may not know, but you are not from the United States. So have you been able to go back and forth, or how has COVID restricted your ability to go back home? And you can let people know where you're from.
Where home is.
I'm from Gambia, West Africa. I was actually supposed to be back this December. I performed there last December, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Usually, like, December is the
that's festival time.
Like, to be honest, the biggest crowds I ever performed at is back home. Like, 20,000 people more.
What?
Wow.
From the stadium, like, it's love back home, bro.
Yeah.
No cap, man, you know what I'm saying? So, but now,
that's good, though.
Because of COVID, I'm thinking next year. But people still going back. You know what I'm saying? My niece went back. It's kind of like we're a tourist country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People
that's
come
true.
visit a lot. So.
You haven't been back since last December?
Nah, I haven't. I came back January, but I haven't been back since.
Okay.
But I'm thinking I might go early January. You know,
okay.
Because I want to do one of the visuals there, because I have a project for them too that I'm gonna tap into with me rapping in Wallace in my like local the native language that I, you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
Why don't you just put a big Skype show together, and you and some of the bros do a Skype thing and put on the Megatron over there, and y'all do a live Skype here, and y'all just bang out from right here.
Facts, but Skype not paying me, so we.
I know that's right.
Make it happen, you know what I'm saying?
Moolah.
Yeah, moolah, man. We might make our own Skype, like you said. You know, we just got. I'm on the same type
we're
of
gonna
thing.
do an Africa tour, man. $5 the intro. You come on in for $5 and we bang out, man. Got 5 different artists on here.
Now I was listening to you when you was talking.
Right?
I was like, bro, that's like the same frequency I'm on. I don't be having the answers. I just know I'm gonna do it. Ain't nothing stopping me. I'm just gonna do it and believe, put God in it. I'm good.
Not to cut you off, but let me tell you why I'm so happy you said what you said. Cause like myself, sometimes you be too ignorant to fail. And the reason I say that is because you'll jump out there. It's like when people smart enough to tell you, nah, you shouldn't do it that way. When you too ignorant to know better, you'll jump out there and do things that they would never do, and it'll work like a mug. Know why? Because they never tried that, because they traditional and standard. And you just jumped out there not even knowing what the standard looked like. And so that's when you win. You start creating your own lane. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. You right there right now. So like Africa is popping right now for a whole bunch of stuff because the energy's flowing back that way.
That's a fact.
And so you could definitely capitalize being from there, and that's the home team.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not even that's
a good look.
That's home, man.
For sure.
We like it's. I'm trying to like get people and like-minded people like me. You know what I'm saying, around the world too. That's from Africa, or even not. Even like I said with y'all, where we get to the point where y'all get to come and see where we can all help each other, you know what I'm saying? Because
that's what it's all about.
Like sometimes it's all about just perspective, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things is just people had the wrong perspective or they just haven't seen it. So seeing is believing. So I just want to talk less and do more. Just let them see, you know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
We talked about
say less.
I said people who talk, what they said when they talk, the people who talk not doing, and the people who doing not talking.
Yeah,
I'm working in silence, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I like to talk when it's time to perform.
When it's time to do it.
You know what I'm saying? When it's time to perform.
That's all it takes, man. So, we got any questions?
No, I just wanted to get caught up. He just caught me up to date. I just wanted to know what he's been doing since the last time he's been here on Spotlight Over the City. How's the family life going? You're balancing your career.
I mean, like actually because of COVID, I spent more time, you know what I'm saying, with my wife and my kid.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't traveling as much. Before COVID, I was
always gone.
Yeah, like every other week I'm out of there. So it's like because of that, like I said, I haven't been home this much, but it's been like a big blessing, man. Like I get to create. Even my son and my wife is on the EP. You know what I'm saying? That never would have happened.
So we gonna let you perform another song, but before you do that, how can people best support your music?
Basically, man, just make sure you stream it, download it, playlist it, put it on the playlist. That's Spotify, that joint. You know what I'm saying? Spotify's where the numbers at. So just anyway, man, y'all keep supporting. You know what I'm saying? And like basically, what I want to do is, man, is just keep putting it out to the people. And you know what I'm saying? Everything's not for everybody, but whoever love it, love it. You know what I'm saying? We over here, but we just giving love though. You know
That's right. I love it.
And so for the new artists coming in, and you see the different situation because you was in the game before COVID.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give new artists? Because some artists just now coming in this game right now, and they coming in during a time where they can't tour and they can't do these things. So what advice would you give to the newcomer artists and things that's working for you maybe?
You just gotta it all starts with when you're a creator, you gotta create first before you have any conversation. Like some people be moving like too far ahead.
Yeah.
So before you have that conversation, you gotta create it first. Like if you selling a product, create the product first, and then you worry about the other part. Like you said, you got that frequency, the right people gonna come,
That's it.
You're gonna run into it.
So right to you.
First things first, just keep working. Like the hard work.
Put the work in.
It's always gonna pay. You're not gonna work 7 days a week and not get a 7-day-a-week paycheck.
That's exactly right. You said
work
it.
hard,
Put the work in.
Keep creating. Once you stop creating, it's game over.
You said it all. So I'm gonna ask you 2 more questions. I'm gonna ask you about that shirt, and then I'm gonna ask you if you had 1 hour drive. I ask all artists this. You have 1 hour drive. You only can listen to one artist. You cannot switch that deck up. Who you banging? Straight for 1 hour ride. You can't switch it up.
It's not fair.
Whoever it is, they gotta be lit enough to last for an hour without you switching. I'm gonna be with Rick Ross, or I'm gonna be with I'm a Rick Rose get me there, or something like that. Who gonna get you there? A whole hour.
Up, like Pac, my favorite, but I'm gonna just go with Hov just cause.
Hov would get us all there.
Yes.
Like, I think he'll do a 3 hour ride. We can get there with Hov.
You know what I'm saying? I start from 96 Hov.
Yes.
And then bang all the way out. Reasonable Doubt Hov.
Yeah.
And come all the way. I got you.
To the blueprint, all that.
Oh man. So that was a heck of a choice right there, man. So
the shirt.
Sure, Get Guap Gang, man. That's the label supported. Shout out Pac Marley, Sino, you know what I'm saying? GGG.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're still building. These are actually like from a while back. I brought it back to like a throwback. I made these when we went to Seattle a couple years ago.
Okay.
So just bringing it back, man. Bringing energy back.
Guap Gang.
Get
you know,
Guap Gang.
They say I'm not hood enough, so I'm not.
So Guap is money. So we say get Guap. That's that money. So my wife would go in the car and be like, "So babe, what's Guap?"
I'm like, isn't that like guacamole?
Yeah. Now get Guap.
Guap.
So let me explain for the green section. Get Guap mean get money. Get money, gang. So let me help my boo out. Get Money Gang, baby, not Get
Bro,
Guacamole.
bro,
Yeah, I'm work with it because I always got to protect people's brand. And
That's
white
a fact.
people come on here and
Listen.
thinking that you sell guacamole.
Listen, guacamole, what?
That's a fact.
But it's Get Guac Gang. So let's be clear. And so
Guac.
for all the energy that you bring in, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes.
I appreciate
This
you.
is a home
real
for you.
Now, I
real
appreciate
energy,
y'all,
real
man.
energy.
Y'all
right?
always showing love, and
Yep.
I appreciate the good work y'all do too, man.
Of course, man. Hey, this is what we're here for.
We all in
Tampa
this
media,
together.
man. We supposed to bring.
Nah, facts.
What you said is about community,
Yeah.
right? So it's all about
It's
bridging
always
the
about
gap.
the people, bro.
It's about the people. All of us together, like I said, if all of us start bringing our resources to the table, we don't need much.
Facts.
We good at that.
And also, before I leave, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that was involved in the Automatic project. Rick Roman, I don't know what camera I have, but like
Right here, this you on
all right,
fire.
Rick Roman, Colton, Yahadi Fabo, Designs. I mean, everybody that was involved. You know what I'm saying? My wife, everybody. You know what I'm saying? That was involved with it. Even my son. So shout out.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Gang. Yep.
Gang,
Get
gang.
Guac Gang. You
Shout out
already know.
Gambia too, man. They tuned in. So
That's
shout out
right.
my Gambians.
Yeah, most def. That's big
Yeah,
right
man.
there. So
All
shout
right,
out
what
to
you
them.
gonna perform for us to
Shout out to
close
the whole
us out?
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna leave y'all with this song, man. It's called Riot. That's the song actually. My wife is on here. It's called Riot. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of for the movement. While I was creating, this was probably during the times of like the George Floyd thing, but I wasn't really in that space. But I kind of was talking also to myself in a way. I probably gotta like shoot that video for y'all to really get that song. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, we here for it.
But you'll see it. You know what
All
I'm
right,
saying?
well,
Okay,
without
let's
further
do
ado,
it.
man, let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Let's get it.
So this is exactly. You need somebody to hold that for you. Or get that footage.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I love. I love young men and women that come on here with the great energy. That's doing the great
Yes.
things. This guy is a great energy, and so without further ado, let's rock.
That's right.
Shit. Yeah. Automatic out now, man. Working in silence. Shit. I'm working in silence. Thought I was done for a moment of silence. Nigga, be quiet. You wanna riot, bringing the violence. Working in silence. Burning it down, set it on fire. Working in silence. Set it on fire. Bringing the violence. Nigga, be quiet. Working in silence. Nigga, be quiet. Thought I was done for. Moment of silence. They thought I was done for. Nigga, be quiet. Look, understand my plan. My plan is that.
My plan.
Look.
And my job is to execute it to the truest. And no, we did not come to resolve the violence, but our people keep dying. We tired of trying one-sided, so we riot.
No negative vibes, nigga, we riding. Burning it down, no fear, heart of a lion.
All in the mind, keeping it buck.
That's all at the time. Switch up on me every time I'm gone. Pull up, y'all love me, turn it on. Turn around, y'all turn it on. They thought I was done for. Then I hit them with one more. Time to hit up the gun store before they kill us in one go. Cause I get you for you, get me. Either you against me or you with me. Now we coming up, taking up office, giving them losses. Yeah.
Middle finger to corporate. We bringing them losses.
You know that it's costly. Hey, fuck around, make you a target. Working in silence. Thought I was done for a moment of silence. Nigga, be quiet. You wanna riot,
bringing the violence.
Working in silence.
Burning it down.
Set it on fire.
Working in silence.
Working in silence.
You wanna riot.
Bringing the violence.
Bringing the violence.
Nigga, be quiet. Nigga, be quiet.
Working in silence.
Working in silence.
Nigga, be quiet.
Nigga, be quiet. Thought I was done for.
Working in silence.
They thought I was done for. Moment of silence. You wanna riot.
World we live in
Shout out to
requires
white
major
people.
change for black people. We fight and fight.
We gotta
yet
keep
change never
fighting.
comes. So how do we
This
change
for the freedom fighters.
Relentless and continuous fighting.
Yeah.
We can never take our foot off the gas. We gotta keep fighting. The fight lives within.
For the freedom fighters, keep applying pressure. May God bless you. Yeah, if it's March, then we march with you. And if it's war, go to war with you. I keep my arms to the door with you. Still we see the in the large from my brother, and I ain't even talking color. Cause if you know like I know, my people really suffer. And our history been covered. So we riot through the lightning and the thunder. Working in silence. Thought I was done for a moment of silence. Nigga, be quiet.
You in a riot,
bringing the violence, working in silence. Set it on fire,
set it on fire, working in silence.
Working in silence.
You in a riot,
you in a riot,
bringing the violence,
bringing the violence.
Nigga be quiet,
nigga be quiet.
Working in silence,
working in silence.
Nigga be quiet,
nigga be quiet. Thought I was done for.
Working in silence.
Yeah, they thought I was done for. Moment of silence. You in a riot. Thought I was done for. I hit him with one more. Time to hit up the gun store. Before they kill us in one go. They thought I was done for. I hit him with one more. Automatic out now, man. Y'all make sure y'all get that. All platforms. Follow me at OOZ Did It, OOZ DIDIT, man. They thought I was done for, but I hit him with one more. Spotlight over the city. It's all love. We out, man.
Yep. Turn me up. So anyway, you guys, we gotta get ready to wrap it. This last segment is basically Black Facts. Black Facts is thank you, OOZ, for that performance too as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was just saying amazing.
So we got to get ready to get out of here. Black Facts is my last segment of the day. Black Facts is something that we like this. It's something dear to my heart. I take it very seriously, and the Black Facts segment has changed a little bit because of the climate. So today's Black Facts is a did you know situation. Did you know that your Bible is a Black history book? Did you know that your Bible, the one that they told you was a white man's book, is actually a Black history book? How do I know that? Go back to your Torah, which is the first five books of your Bible, and it's the story of the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes. That would be you. Judah, the Negro. Be clear. Levi, the Haitians. Be clear. Simeon, Dominicans. Be clear. I can go on and on, but I'm just telling you that this is the story of your journey. How did we get here? Turn my mic back up. How did we get here? We got here because we transgressed Deuteronomy 28 and we fell under the curse. But now we're here to be rewarded for the curse with what we call a rescue mission. And Yahweh the Most High is come to rescue. These are Black Facts. Please do not be afraid of the times. These times were meant for you, brown and black people. This is why you see things occurring that you have never seen in your life. These are all Black Facts. Please do your homework on your book of Moses, your 12 tribes. Moses himself was a Levite, which is a Haitian. Be clear. Who are you? Black Facts. So on that note, I got to get ready to wrap it, y'all. I told you some facts. You can do your homework and tell me if I lied next week. My song of the day was...
What was your song?
My song of the day...
How do you like it?
Was Chico DeBarge.
Yes.
And it was Still Good is the name of the song. So I got to get ready to wrap it. I thank you guys all over the place, wherever you are, Africa and back, for watching Spotlight Over the City today. We love you guys. I have to wrap it always by saying, if you choose God, you chose wise. If you choose his ops, you chose your demise. Love hard, live good, God first. It's Spotlight Over the City, baby.
Bye, y'all.